This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They are compatible with TCG Live, and you can of course get everything on the website for 5% off using the coupon code ZAPDOSTCG. This video is also sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can do it as well. And you can use the referral name ZAPDOSTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by yourplaymat.com. This is a platform where you're able to, of course, create your own custom playmat. They have, of course, capabilities to ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So definitely check it out. Last but not least is Dragon Shield, the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. You can of course there's links down below for US and European people, and you can of course get your best quality sleeves available, as well as deck boxes and binders. Thanks so much for sticking around with the commercials. I hope you enjoyed today's upload. If you do, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, and let's get this video going. Sup YouTube, it's TCG here, and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out Gardevoir EX. The deck is insane, and it actually is not using any VIP Pass. So big shout out to Ciaran Farah, getting 3rd place fantastically in the LAIC, the Latin American International. So if you guys are hyped for today's upload, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out in so many ways to support the channel. We're going to be checking out this list and see if it's better than the VIP build. And Gardevoir is still one of the most powerful decks because of its Psychic Embrace ability. You can accelerate a Psychic Energy from your discard pile. Every point in the game, you can just say, oh, I'm using Psychic Embrace, get an energy from the discard pile, and attach it to one of your Psychic Pokemon, and then put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So you have infinite energy acceleration, which is like very crazy. On top of that, Gardevoir is also one of the decks that has a lot of late game potential. In the past, we had Iono, which is a very strong card in the mid to late game to put the opponent to a low hand size. But now, we also have Counter Catcher to trap something or just knock something out that you want with gusting capability in an item form. So you can combine Iono and gusting in the same turn. You even have Scream Tail to snipe a little bit. So not only do you have Cresselia to put some damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon, you also have Roaring Scream with the Scream Tail, a very, very powerful card for Gardevoir. The deck is actually very heavily reliant on Barrage Tap. It actually is not playing any VIP Pass, but a lot of ball engines. So you have Level Ball, Fog Crystal, Ultra Ball, and even a YOLO Nazball to find all your Pokemon early on. And you now have some wiggle room with your support account. You have a Worker to get rid of a Stadium. You have Professor Turo to pick up a Pokemon. Very great against Snorlax block. Even are able to reuse it with Pal Pad. So very strong list. And I wonder if it's better than the VIP list. So we're going to be testing it out together, shall we? So hopefully you guys are excited for today's upload. If you are, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out so much. And I'm going to be figuring out together if I like the Gardevoir list without VIP Pass or with VIP Pass. As you all know, you're also not playing Mew from Celebrations, which is super interesting because the Mew from Celebrations does typically find VIP passes in the early game and then maybe some rare candies in the late game. On the other hand, there's also some Iron Valiant hype around, which does mean that a 60 HP Ralts is not the way to go. There's also 70 HP Ralts, and there's 4 of them in there with Teleportation Burst. Also, making sure that against something like a Snorlax block, you can go for Mirage Tap and then also get all your Teleportation Burst Ralts from the field on top of that. That means you have an army full of Ralts with Teleportation Burst and then a couple of Guardians that can attack, which is the best way to counter against a Snorlax block deck. For instance, this deck always wants to be going first. You have bazillion ball engines, so you probably will be able to establish at least 2 Ralts, and the other Ralts will then easily go for Mirage Tap. I'm gonna check if Mirage Tap is in there, otherwise I'm just gonna get myself more Ralts. We even can get Greninja out, which actually doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. Artisan Ralts, getting out Greninja, using concealed cards, and maybe finding another Ralts on top of that. You only need 2 Ralts because one of them will turn into Mirage Tap eventually. And it looks like we're up against a Radiant Greninja. We'll figure it out together what we're up against. So Artisan, activating Artisan, and seeing here we have Manaphy. Should we slap it down? Is it a turn 2? I'm not gonna slap it down. So we have all the Ralts in the world, and Mirage Tap is prized. So that's incredibly, or is it enhanced? No, it is prized. Incredibly dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna have to get this guy out. We're gonna have to use Ultra Ball. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get our Greninja out. Draw a little bit further, and then see how we go from there. Alright, let's go for concealed cards, draw some more, and more ball engine cards. As mentioned, it's full of them, so I'm gonna get out the Ralts. We could go for Roar of the Sword, that's supposed to get more energies, but I think just setting up an army of Kirlia is not bad. One Ralts, or maybe one energy here. Depends on what they can do on turn 1. One Gardevoir EX is prized, to be honest, but and there's 2 candies right there. Okay. Is this the way we want to be going? Should we get the Zacian out already to get more energies into play, or is this sufficient? There is, of course, rare candies in the deck, so I'm actually just gonna get out all the Ralts in the world. Do we have Avery? I don't know what I'm up against here, but Avery seems pretty strong. Okay, Avery is definitely part of our toolkit currently. Alright, look at that. Turn 1, you have so many ball engine cards, as you see, and we have activated 4 Ralts. What you gonna do? So now we are a little bit less reliant on Mirage Tap, but we'll figure out together what we're up against. Oh, Darkness Energies. Okay. Still pretty scary. Luckily we have double Ralts. Depends on, okay, if they are gonna be able to use Moonlight Shuriken turn 1. You don't see that very often. But it does happen from time to time, but I don't think so. They're only getting out Darkness Energy, so yeah, there's Roaring Moon. They can attack turn 1. Depends on if they actually, they have saw it already. They have to actually not slap down Squawkabilly here. Because if they do, they're gonna be in a disadvantage. Squawkabilly. Oh boy. If they slap down Squawkabilly, they're gonna be in a disadvantaged position because we can Scream Tail the Squawk instantly. And that's gonna be putting them behind. And that's why Roaring Moon is actually not that good currently. We'll see what they squawk away though. They did slap it down, which is great. And they attach to the Morpeko. Okay, are they gonna slap with Morpeko? Squawk and Seize. Okay, they're playing Penny. Is that their way of getting rid of damaged Pokemon against Lost Box? It's a pretty interesting tech. Lots of Darkness Energies in their discard pile as well. And I also wonder why Roaring Moon wasn't performing all that well at LAIC. Okay, Brood Bonnet as well. That makes it pretty clunky in my opinion. You don't want to be starting with that 3 retreat Pokemon, that's for sure. Greninja on the active. Can they get an attack off? That's the question, right? No, they cannot even get an attack off. So what you're doing is quacking around here and there if you don't get out an attack. Okay, with that being said, we will Artisan, I suppose. And we're gonna get out our good friend Screamtail. It is time. If we find candy and enough energies, we might be able to get there. We'll figure it out together, shall we? Already have an Ultra Ball, which is nice. Okay, refinements. We also will need to get rid of some energies, but Greninja's on the field as well. Research. It's gonna have to be Research. Research is a great supporter. Let's go! Alright, what is this? Lots of energies, but no candy. This is actually a very awkward hand, let's be honest. Let's get rid of this. Candy. Okay, Level Ball. We might even have Rare Candy Shining Arcana, but that's something you don't want to be doing currently. There's Kirlia. Also, Cresselia is not that useful in this matchup. Alright, Refinement. Get rid of Cresselia. Okay, more candies. That's actually kind of insane. I'll just sacrifice this little Ralts. It's actually not too bad. And I'll candy up a Gardevoir and use the Arcana here, right? Doesn't seem bad. We might even find our Gardevoir EX or another Ultra Ball here. So currently sitting at our discard pile, 3 energies. We need an Ultra Ball here. That would be insane. If we get Ultra Ball, we can knock out Squawk. We don't. But we do have another Kirlia though. Do we evolve it? We're going to be losing. We have Super Run, right? And they don't have lots of Iono draw power. I think I'll just go for this. I'll go for Refinement. Get rid of the Psychic Energy. Look at that draw power. It's insane. We have Palpad. Palpad could get back Research and Boss's Orders, but I'm just going to be attaching a Reversal Energy on here, and we have the Counter Catcher. We're going to be able to easily knock out a 2 and go for the 2/2/2 race. This seems fine. Let's go. So I actually was expecting a turn 1 attack. They weren't able to do it. We have Screamtail. We're gonna have we can even get double reversal onto Gardevoir without having to get out a 2-prize Gardevoir EX, which is actually crazy because this actually counts as 3 energies and gonna be going at 6 energies, turning it into 240 damage output. Yes. 240 damage output, double reversal on Gardevoir. We're gonna be able to knock out these fellas. We don't need to go overboard here. We can just do what we. They're gonna get out the Brood Bonnet. That's fine. They can actually poison us, which is actually kind of annoying, but nothing we can't handle, I suppose, because going in between turns actually can become dangerous for something like this Gardy. But I think I'll just go for the 2-2-2 race, using my Arcana Gardy to knock out a Roaring Moon with double energy, then use Scream Tail, knocking out the Squack ability, and we're gonna be good from there on out. The Morpeko is gonna be able to get energies to maybe the Brood Bonnet. And we're actually, the funny fact is that we are actually not weak to Darkness, but because of the poison damage, they still get the knockout though, so that's hilarious. Okay, bye-bye Kirlia. Sure, they can take a prize card. We're just gonna be knocking out a Roaring Moon nice and easily with our Arcana. Let's go. Going for that Counter Catcher. Getting this in play. We probably would need... We have a Balsasaurus here, but currently sitting at 1 Ralts. I don't want this Ralts anywhere, so currently I will just already Palpat in our Balsasaurus and Research. Actually, they are great cards to have. Palpat them in. Then we can Level Ball something, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go for Iono. If we found Super Ralt, we can get another Ralts in play without having to rely on a 2-prizer currently, which is great. Gardevoir EX already here, but they probably don't play a lot of Iono, which is great. First of all, Shining Arcana, let's go. Okay, we have more draw power. Refinement. Get rid of an energy. With that being said, we can go for... We still don't have our Super Rod. I want to have another Ralts in play. Okay, Super Rod, let's go. Super Rod time, get Ralts, Kirlia, all in there. Saving my resources, using an Artisan to get it into play. We still have... I don't even know if I have to worry about a Random Greninja, but I don't think so. We're playing Pure Darkness, if I had to call. What else? Fog Crystal. Currently sitting at only... Yeah, we can just one-shot anything in existence, which is hilarious. Okay, Refinement. Look at that hand. The Gardevoir is just monstrous. Okay. I'm not going to be evolving because I want to have a Gardy EX, and otherwise I have to rely on a candy sometimes. So this is just going to be Brainwave. I'm just a 1-prizer. A 1-prizer with double the reversal energy. That's bonkers. I'm going to be taking 2 prize cards here, and Roaring Moon is as easy as pie. They could still randomly use Greninja if they're playing water energies. But if we're taking a look at their energy count, there's 5 darkness energies and 3 darkness energies. So I don't think they have the room for it. So they're playing pure darkness and play more 1-prizers, I suppose. Yeah. And even the Brood Bonnet is not able to one-shot us. It's only going to be doing 120. We are weak to metal instead of weak to darkness. So what are they going to do? Are they going to be responding and not taking a KO? That would be insane. If that happens, we just use the manual retreat and just use Scream Tail to KO Squack, and then use our Balsasaurus, which is in the deck, to go after the Roaring Moon. Pokestop. Wow. They have the cross switchers. That's kind of crazy. They could cross switch and KO Scream Tail, I suppose, but we have Super Rods, and then we will be equal in price rate. So the reversals currently are nullified again. But if they gust around it, they might actually become active once more if they somehow manage to go ahead in the price trade. Okay, they're going to be attacking with more Pico? No. You really? Cross Switcher? They're taking down a Kirlia, I suppose. Switch Guard. Toxic Powder. Are they going to trap us? Dark Patch on the Morpeko. Yeah, they're going to do the same thing. The Morpeko knocking out a Kirlia here. Switch Guard. I saw that coming from miles away, so that's fine. And now it's time for Scream Tail to activate. I'm going to save my Super Rod, seeing as there was 1 Gardevoir EX prize. And I don't think they have more disruption. Their only Iono is gone. I don't think they're playing 2. Definitely if they're playing like Penny and all that other stuff. Galarian Moltres. In the house, Dire Flame Wings. Very solid ability. I like that Galarian Moltres. And Energy Boost Capsule, putting it to 290 HP. Nothing that Zacian cannot kill, which is great. Okay. Luckily, we still have the Zacian. Currently sitting in a great position here. It's actually super easy to be knocking out some of these weaker HP Pokemon. So Screamtail finally gets time to shine to knock out and eat up his favorite food, Squawkabilly. So what we're going to be doing here is that we're going to be evolving to this Kirlia. We will, I don't know if we need to discard all the energies. Currently we're sitting at 7. Yeah, might as well. Refinement. I will just get rid of, actually don't need any of these. I don't think, Professor Turo is actually a super interesting card as well. That puts us without a 2-prize liability. But in this situation is actually not necessary. Not necessary at all. I'm actually never going to be using research again, so let's get rid of that. Zacian is already here. Concealed cards, get rid of that. Currently sitting at, yeah, we could even refine some a little bit further, but we definitely need Gardevoir EX this time around. We can even Turo it back in our hand, which is the craziest part about this situation. This is actually the slowest part, is using Psychic Embrace here. 2. We need to use 4, then we can knock out Squawkabilly. The only thing we then need is Zacian and Boss. We already have a Super Rod in hand, but in case I don't draw into my Gardevoir from the prize cards, things could go wrong very quickly. So I'll leave all the rest like this. Currently, we can still go for Worker, draw some more, I guess. We can even refinement a little bit further. I think I'll just go for a Worker, get rid of that Pokestop. Look at that. We can even Turo it away, Super Rod away, another Ralts. There's so many capabilities that I could have done, but our hand is just stacked. There's nothing else I need to do here, to be honest. We can Super Rod in another Ralts, but as mentioned, I could still whiff from the prize cards. And all these cards, I think they are a filler. I think I'll just Level Ball for nothing. Or now that I think about it, we can just get the Manaphy out. Cool. I'll save 1 energy just in case they want to trap us, but there's still Turo. There's so many great things with this deck. It's insane. Okay, Roaring Scream. It's time to scream a little bit. Say goodbye, Squawkabilly. You have been warned. You've been eaten alive. And I do draw into the Gardevoir EX and the Mirage Step as well. Mirage Step makes it a little bit easier, but look at that monstrous hand. And the only thing we need to do, they can actually use Poison and knock us out, which is hilarious. And we have Boss in hand, so they need to like Iono us. But they cannot Iono and Boss us at the same time, so yeah, I think we're good. Pokestop. They could Cross Switcher and Iono. They have 1 Cross Switcher. What's in their discard pile? There's another Sada coming. Are they gonna like Cross Switcher something like they could Cross Switcher Gardevoir EX, knock it out, and hope we don't have a response, I suppose. But we have Gardevoir EX in hand. And even if they do that, they could still, we can force them to go into 1 prize, and then we can still use that Arcana, which can just knock out Galarian Moltres. So yeah, super easy. Gardevoir is definitely one of the strongest decks in the format. The only thing that is bad about Gardevoir is that you could potentially tile it a lot, because the deck is actually kind of slow, drawing a lot of cards. Concealed cards, refinement, all that stuff does take up a lot of time. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna swing with the Roaring Moon? They're gonna Cross Switcher, probably the Gardevoir EX. Yeah, that's their only win con, I suppose. And now Iono, bam! Imagine. They already used Sada, but that would have been a more scarier play. 1 card in their deck. We can even, yeah, we're gonna be equal in price trade, by the way. Calamity Storm. What? They didn't discard? They think we're gonna be trapped or something, but oh yeah, all of our energies are divided like this. This is an interesting scenario to be in. Yeah, I could have just Turo'd and just attacked again with Screamtail, knock something out and do it again. But even I really want to get knocked out. All of our energies were still on the Screamtail, but we can Turo that. And because Turo is in the deck, you can always get that huge Zacian playoff, which is super awesome. So we almost completed the entire premium pass, by the way, which is super dope. Paradox Rift has been such a blast. We are currently in the Ultra League, so as you see, you can just go further and further. But the farther you are, the more difficult it is to actually find opponents, I feel like. So sometimes being stuck in the Ultra League is actually better. Okay. Gardevoir just humiliated the Roaring Moon, and that actually makes sense. Gardevoir was the most popular deck during day one of the LAIC, and Roaring Moon was still around with a 9% meta share, but with so many Gardevoirs having such a favorable time against Roaring Moon, it is very hard for Gardevoir players not to lose. So we'll see what happens. And also, I'm going to be going to Gdansk tomorrow. Yeah, the day after tomorrow. But when you're seeing this tomorrow, it's going to be fantastic. Going to be a fantastic regional to be attending. If you are going to Gdansk as well, let me know. And come say hi. I don't bite. Let's have a little chat here and there. Okay. This list always wants to be going first. Always. Because you have so many ball engines. Ralts. Yo, you want to see? Let's see. We don't have anything. Opponent also doesn't have anything. Again, mulligan time. Opponent is playing Judge, Ciaran Farah, DTE. Is that going to be an Arceus build? It could be. Is that going to be Giratina Arctina? Is that you? Alright, this is not the greatest starting Pokemon, that's for sure. But we go first at least, and I wonder what we're up against. It is Arceus, alright. Okay. Artisan, use Artisan. Going for Ralts. Mirage Step is in there, that's all I needed to know. We're gonna be attaching of the turn here. Then they cannot do anything turn 1. It is going to be, but they could play Judge, which is always super scary. So with that being said, I'm gonna go for Fog Crystal, get out another Ralts, and then go for Roar on the Sword on ourselves while I still can. We have access to enough energies to one-shot anything in their deck. We have Mirage Step to get out 2 Refinement Kirlias. At least it's better than nothing. But we'll figure it out together because my hand is actually not good, but they probably will Judge path me. So I'm fine with it. Even so, if they're not able to attack, we can actually use Storm Slash twice to actually do some damage. And maybe, but they have Ciaran Farah, so there's tricky things that could happen. Also, now that I think about it, this deck is playing Lumineon, it's playing Zacian, so these are like terrible starting Pokemon, but we do have the Turo to get them out of play, I suppose. Please, judge me. Judge, path me. I'm ready for it. What you gonna do? Maybe I already has an Arceus VSTAR and is afraid to use Judge. Get rid of some energies, that's fine. They get out the Tina, probably. Arctina, wow, it's been, oh, double Arceus? Okay, maybe we can Scream Tail the BRS. Okay, there's the Judge. Thank you, and now please give me some Kirlias. Or Mirage Step, also good. This is interesting, not an energy. But we have all the time in the world, we can still Refinement, get rid of that Cresselia as well. There's Serperior V. Alright, what's that gonna do? Yeah, Gardevoir feels just so strong that you don't have to worry about all this nonsense. We're not even Path. We're not under Path lock, so Greninja can draw cards. Refinement, Kirlia can draw cards. What is this actually doing here? Healing. Okay, so with that being said, Artisan. It's a Ralts. Let's go. We'll go Ultra Ball. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Yeah, I guess so. Kirlia time. If we draw into an energy, I'm gonna get rid of a Super Rods. I know it seems terrible to do so, but I have no choice but to go for it. Level Ball. We can even Ball Strap something. Okay, Level Ball. Another Kirlia. At this point, no need to go for anything other than this. Refinement. Okay, we have something. Worker. It's draw 3, I know. Feels terrible. Ralts, I suppose. Can also Radiant Greninja. We probably are going to be able to draw more cards with Kirlia regardless. So I think I'll just Use a classic Storm Slash. I don't mind using this Storm Slash, to be honest. I'll just attach here. Slap down the Ralts. I guess. Look at all these Ralts. They're fantastic. 150. They need to Ciaran Scare instantly or they're knocked out. So 2 for 2. I don't mind that price trade with Gardy. I don't know how. There's an escape rope here. Take my Ralts, I suppose. I could. Serperior VSTAR. What does that even do? 60 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Or 190. It is the random attack. A regular blender. Currently, we can of course activate our counter catcher shenanigans, which is super crazy good. Currently sitting at, yeah, we'll just slap down this Greninja. Ultra Ball is actually super great if we do draw into energies. I'm not gonna rely on Lumineon here. Nah, that's a 2 prize liability. Don't want to be seen. Although it could rely for Balsasaurus, but I did get rid of my Balsasaurus already. So finding Counter Catch is probably better. Scream Tail? Should we Scream Tail the Bidoof for 1 prize? Candy Gardy. Refinement. I get rid of the Mirage Tap and I'll Candy Gardy, I suppose. Yeah, there's the Counter Catcher. Okay. So, with that being said, we currently have 1 extra energy. Well, we have Counter Catcher, so we can Counter Catcher this guy, knock it out. Yeah, I don't think I need to do more. We have the Gardevoir EX already, which we can evolve, but we could also do that later. This is not bad. I don't want to have another 2 prize liability in play, although they can never KO it, right? 190 damage. Just in case they go for the Judge Path play, I'll just evolve, I guess. Scream Tail, not necessary in this 2-2-2 prize rate, but the Collapse helps out for the ability, so I'll save it. Storm Slash, so Counter Catcher, putting in the work here. And the Arceus is knocked out. Okay, let's see. Avery and energies. How many energies do we need in order to KO the Serperior? 270. So if we have, let's say, 7 energies. 7 energies is what we need. We have currently 3. We have 4, 5. We need 2 more energies. How many Fog Crystals? I think this list only plays 3 Fog Crystals, right? And there's already 2 in the discard pile. We need to randomly draw into them. We still have Ultra Ball, I guess. Avery, Refinement. So we need to discard a lot of these. But if they damage us, we can no longer accelerate to the Zacian, which is very annoying. We probably have to go for Turo. Scream Tailing a Beep is also not too bad, I suppose. Depends on what they do here. The Ciaran Scare part doesn't work on Serperior, so at least we can just slap into it. Just need to have Zacian for the late game with our last Super Rod. Okay, there's a B-Barrel. And Boss's orders going onto a Kirlia. Okay, now we can definitely attack with Zacian again. Slacking. And currently sitting at 2 of them in the discard pile. That's very annoying. If we find... Yeah, Counter Catcher is not going to be working out anymore, unfortunately. 190 damage. They didn't slap down Path either, but they can move around their energies. It's a very funky arc build, I'm not going to lie. We can snipe, but we don't have the Luxury Escape to snipe anything we want to. We just need to find enough energies, right? Alright. Okay, there's an Iono. Not too helpful in this situation. There's 1 energy already. They're sitting at 5 energies. We need 2 more. And we need to be able to discard them. Palpad could get the boss's orders. Yeah, the boss's orders is actually not bad to grab here. Palpad, worker boss, I suppose. Scream-tailing something is interesting. 2 Ralts in that discard pile does seem bad though. Yeah, I guess I will go for refinement. Or do I think I'll go for Avery first. Okay, 2 energies. Including a reversal energy. Avery will also force them to discard some of their resources. Yeah, Bidoof is gone. And actually super interesting because now we can target down Bibarel and they're out of draw, which is very hilarious. But first of all, let's go for refinement. You never know if I can find enough energies, right? Let's go. Yep, there we go. So we're setting at 3 energies here. That's 7 in total. I'm sorry, friend, but you are going down. Slapping down this. Could slap down the Scream Tail. I cannot evolve this guy, just so you know. Psychic Embrace. Could have also Scream-tailed the Bibarel. Would have been hilarious. Okay, this seems great. Could slap down the Scream-tail just in case. It's a great card to just get some damage across the field at least. There's Collapse, all the rest is irrelevant. So, I'm sorry, Serperior, but you are not that good. Knocked out. Could have discarded them, put the reversal onto something, but we're gonna be equal in price trade regardless. Candy and Kirlia. And now they have to deal with the Zacian. There's nothing that otherwise could happen. Heavy impact maybe with the gloves? Random gloves, psychic gloves. I don't know what the name is of the gloves, but that could help. They're definitely looking for an Iono currently. But then we can Scream-tail Bibarel and then Scream-tail Scovit. Let's go. Or just Counter Catch is also an option. Or just Scream-tail Slacking, we're gonna fall behind. Counter Catcher, KO it is an option. Too many options with the Guardy deck. I wonder what they're gonna do. They could Iono, knock out the Zacian. But it's not looking good. Because if we find Super Rod and an Ultra Ball, we win. Or a Fog Crystal. Super Rod and Fog Crystal also could help. They might even whip their judge. Trinity Nova, what is this? Shining Arcana cannot. We did put in the boss back, right? We did put in the boss back. I'll just put the Scream-tail up front as my pivot. I'll see what we have. Another reversal. Currently not looking for reversal. I am looking for. I'll use refinement. These are all great cards. I don't think my guard is getting knocked out, so I'll get rid of this. Professor Turo. It's not what I'm looking for. We can level ball, find Manaphy. Let's see here. Boss's orders is in there. Super Rod is in there and Counter Catch and a lot of energies as well. I would really love to pull this Super Rod there. We don't. We don't have the boss's orders. There's something that could knock it out. Yeah, I think so. I think we have it, right? Because Gardevoir with enough energies can definitely knock out the slacking there. We boss up the slacking. Attach of the turn here. We retreat. And then embrace until our heart's content. We can even like Shining Arcana find an additional energy, right? Yeah, that's what I figured. Hey ho. We could have even done and knocked out the Arceus as well. Okay, 1, 3, 4. Is this the bug where they concede? Right? Oh. Okay. This is the bug where they can see it. No! Yeah. TCG Live. You cannot do this to me. No! No, TCG Live. Yeah, you get the point, right? We were gonna win, but TCG Live decided otherwise. Yeah, I just have to... I did everything currently and the game glitches like crazy. Alright, you gotta love TCG Live. That's why I don't see TCG Live Gardevoir players all that much, because of this shenanigans. And now I have to actually concede, even though I won the game. And I think we're glitched out. I don't think we can even concede here. Oh yeah, we can concede. Yay, but they were already gone. And that's the glitch that happens, right? Every single time you're gonna be able to win the game with Psychic Embrace. Oh yeah, we won the game. That's funky. We got some points here. So it is counted as a win, but I had to concede, but it counts as a win. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. It's fine. The opponent conceded earlier than us, which is nice. So it counts as a win. It's kind of fixed the glitch, I suppose, because you just have to concede yourself, but just wait a little bit and then it gets counted as a victory. So we're in the Ho-Oh League currently. We're gonna be playing some more with Gardy. It was very strong, like Arctina or whatever Tina that version. It's not even Arctina. Arceus, Serperior and friends, not good. Arceus is so bad position currently. Loses to Miraidon, it loses to the Gardevoir deck, it loses to almost anything in the format. Very crazy that Arceus got power crap. But although there's still people popping up with Arceus and doing well. It always happens. Maybe Arcdura with Lost City. That would be hilarious if that came back. But yeah, I'm not missing VIP passes. I'm gonna be honest. I also didn't use Mirage Tap currently, but I am not missing out on VIP passes. It feels a little bit less high rolly. But with this hand, we do have research. But who can research this hand? Gardevoir Mirror. No, Gardevoir Mirror is bad. Starting with Zacian and Gardevoir Mirror is like ridiculously bad. Oh boy. Because they can Cresselia a couple of our Ralts, although our Ralts actually all have 70 HP. Luckily. Maybe I just go high roll, see if Super Rots in the list and see how we go from there. There's still Candy and Guardy list, Candy and Guardy as well, so. Roar of the Sword is 2 prize liability though. Mew. And they are going to be playing VIP passes, and I hope they whiff. I really hope so, because we started with Zacian and that's super bad. They're taking their time. Please take your Super Rod. Fog Crystal. Okay, it's just one. One tiny Ralts is not going to be able to knock us out, which is great. They're also not going to be slapping now VIP pass, because otherwise they would have done it earlier. Okay, Ultra Ball. Get rid of 2 energies. 2 energies is crazy. Oh boy. And we're also not playing Jirachi currently, so eek. Okay, let's see what we're going to be able to do. So we're Level Ball first. We get Ralts. We do see there's still another Kirlia, and how many Super Rods? 2 Super Rods. Okay. This attachment here. We have such a great hand, but I want to be the first person to attack. But I still think I'll be the first person to attack when I just go for Fog Crystal. Get another Ralts. Then use Attach of the turn. I don't want to Ultra Ball and get out another one, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able. They could Cresselia and have Rare Candy. There's still a Mew up front, which I found very scary. Well, you also need to Turo away the Zacian. I cannot research this hand away. I can't. I simply can't. So I will just go for just a Roar of the Sword. And then we start attacking with Zacian, I suppose. I think there's nothing that could slap the Zacian unless they have another Zacian of their own. Okay, they use Worker for 3, so pretty much hop. And we can Kirlia, research that away. We can even retreat and go for Mirage Tap, and then go for, but that only works if I find Super Rod, which is YOLO behavior. Could they find Guardy already? If they find Candy Guardy, they can target down one of the Ralts, which is super bad. And if we knock out with Zacian, we're also going to be falling behind quite a bit. Cresselia is super great in the mirror match. Should have gone YOLO and you researched. Maybe. Oh, you just passed. Perfect. We have a Cresselia of our own, which is great. I'll just go this one. This one. Refinement away. Kirlia. Maybe we find some energies here. Yeah, perfect. Energies. We're gonna be refinement the Ultra Ball. Yeah, at this point, Avery is the strongest pick here. Avery time! Yeah, super strong in this mirror match. Yeah, get rid of your support Pokemon. Nuzball, Greninja, and then I'll get out also a Ralts. Concealed cards. We will Ultra Ball. Yeah, Scream Tail. I don't know if they're going to be using that. Also, definitely not using the Lumineon here in this battle. Get rid of these. Get another Ralts. And then attach of the turn. And the Roar of the Sword. Nah, the Storm Slash. Okay, let's see. Can they find enough resources? They don't have Ninja anymore. They only have these Pokemon. They cannot Cresselia our bench. If they knock us out, we can Reversal Respond, which is great. Reversal Arcana is great. Okay, let's see if they can actually pull it together. Okay, Ultra Ball, finding. Is it going to be Gardevoir EX? No, another Kirlia. They can technically draw 4 with both of the refinements. And as mentioned, Avery super strong in this battle. I don't mind this Iono at all. Candy Guardy. If we're up in 2 prize cards, they can even the playing field, but we got the first attack off, so they would need Candy Guardy currently. And they don't have Mew from Celebrations to fix it, so it's the VIP Pass build against the non-VIP Pass build, and I wonder which version is going to be superior. Currently undefeated with this Guardy list, seems strong. They get some Pokemon back, some support Pokemon. They use Refinement. I wonder what they had. Like now they clunked up their deck once again. Oh, they have the Guardian EX. Sure. What can respond to it though? Artisan. They're currently sitting at 4 energies in the discard pile. If they find, it can Scream Tail, I suppose. Nope, it's a Ralts. Scream Tail. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for the Scream Tail. Okay. How many energies do we need to knock out a Gardevoir EX? Way too much, right? I think it's about 8. It's actually 9 to be precise. Yeah, 9 energies, way too much. The Scream is here. No, say goodbye. We need to Turo the Zacian ASAP because this is gonna get us lose it. This is gonna allow us to lose the price trade. So with that being said, can get an Arcana off, I suppose. Scream Tailing the other Pokemon, Artisan. Should we Scream Tail? I think we can Cresselia, right? Yeah. With that being said, we're ahead in the price trade, so I will Refinement away a Level Ball. Nope, not what I need. Concealed cards. Palpat. This is definitely not what I need. Knocking out the Scream Tail. We need to knock out their Pokemon as well. Okay. The Screamtail is going to be still taking prize cards. Currently setting at enough energies in the discard pile. We retreat. Go for Cresselia. Use Gardevoir EX here. We can Candy Evolve, I suppose. Protecting ourselves a tiny little bit. We can Palpat maybe Avery. Avery is so strong in this battle that I actually don't mind Palpatting that in. Next, Psychic Embrace. 1. 2. 3. And 4. Okay, let's rack them all up. Let's go for the Moon Glow. We can even attach it to turn as well, but I'll save it for draw power because currently don't need it. Moon Glow reverse. Yeah. Kirlia is knocked out. Yeah, it's going back and forth. We need to find Professor Turo. Collapse Stadium, even better. We can collapse away the Zacian. They could still counter catch it and knock it out, but we'll see what happens. The Screamtail is still going to be putting in a lot of work, so Super Rod will be definitely necessary. You can always retreat, attack with something else. At one point, hopefully these will become Guardies. They can Screamtail, but they can also retreat. How many energies here? Roaring Scream. Okay, that's not a lot they could do. Yeah, our Kirlia's gone, but I don't mind. We still have Candy. And I can retreat and Screamtail myself. Even Worker on top of it. Okay. So, we're probably going to be ahead in the price raise most of the time, so this reversal energy can go. No Avery around. Sure. We also don't find... I'll go for Worker. Get rid of that Artisan. Oh, Super Rod. Great. We want to Super Rod in Ralts, and Kirlia. They all come flying back in. And we will actually... Yeah, the collapse is nice, but I think I'll just Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball can wait, but Artisan helps them out as well. Interesting. I'll slap down Screamtail. Yeah, should we actually attack the active currently, or still go after... If we retreat and attack with... Nah, I think it's better to go for the Screamtail here. Ultra Ball. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Could slap down and start attacking with Gardevoir EX, but that's very tricky. It's very tricky indeed. I'll just take a Kirlia. It's probably gonna get knocked out again though. Refinement. Oh, it actually didn't collapse away my Zacian the way I wanted it to go. That's bad. That is terrible. Yeah, that's not the way it should have gone. Yeah, I was derping out. Should have used my collapse to get rid of Zacian. Oh well. Maybe I can lure out... Maybe I just can lure out them knocking us out, then we can knock out the Gardevoir EX with a counter catcher. Maybe that's actually not a bad play. Then we can actually use the counter catcher. Yeah, this is fine. Maybe then they leave alone our Kirlia here, which is actually not bad. Okay. Different strategy. I definitely did that wrong because this should have definitely been collapsed away. But on the other hand, at one point, we might be able... Yeah, we have another level ball. We might be able... They can still Screamtail and all that. Now we can find Turo is also an option. Currently, we are ahead in the prize trade. They still need to take 4 prize cards. We need to take 3. And at one point, if... Yeah, the Zacian can actually knock out the Gardevoir EX. If we have enough energies in the discard pile, that is. Okay, definitely should have collapsed away, but now I'm actually luring out the opponent to knock out my active Zacian. And then they can no longer use reversal energy on their Pokemon because they're going to be ahead in the prize trade, which is awesome. Okay, Manaphy, Screamtail becomes pretty useless. Maybe that is the play though, luring them out to take 2 prize cards right now, and then we're gonna be behind in prize cards, which means we can at one point knock out the Gardevoir. Do they have Zacian of themselves? I don't know. They might have Luxury Escape and Screamtail, so slapping on a Manaphy could help. I don't know how many Balls orders they have. Turos in their discard pile. Yeah, maybe slapping on Manaphy is not a bad thing, I suppose, but I actually screwed up with the collapse play. It's my own fault. I'm actually not a Guardy player, but I'm getting the hang of this build from time to time, showcasing all the different attackers. Psychic Embrace. Are they gonna attack with Gardevoir EX? What? What's going on? Gardevoir EX. They're really gonna swing with this? Miracle Force. That doesn't even KO. That's strange. Yeah, that Professor Turo just came in handy. We are not behind in prize cards, that is. I will just Screamtail the Kirlia here. Like that was... I'm doing weird stuff, but my opponent is doing weird stuff as well. Yeah, they just concede. What was that? I don't even know. Anyhow, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Gardevoir EX deck without VIP passes. Try it out for yourself. It's super strong. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out so much. I was undefeated, so the deck is solid. Check it out for yourself. Check out my sponsors as well. PokemonStore.com, the best place for TCG live code cards. Use the coupon code ZABDOTCG for 5% off. There is Dragon Shield for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Link down below. Get 5% off on Dragon Shield products. Definitely stack up on some more accessories to protect your beautiful cards. There's yourplaymat.com to create your own custom playmat. You can use the link down below to get 10% off today to create that fantastic playmat you've always dreamed of. And there's cardmarket.com for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use your referral name ZABDOTCG to help support the channel. See you all in Gdansk, and thank you for watching today's video. I'm out. Peace.